Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Groovy Gold Hunter, and again another paid dirt review in celebration of my 1-year anniversary of panning gold. I have pay dirts that I've never done before. I've got this one and I've got one more I'm going to do later on this week, but the first one I'm going to do is this one right here. It is the Irwin Pay Dirt Company. I'm looking at it because I've never done this one before. Yeah, Irwin's Pay Dirt, and this is the Explorer series 3-pound bag of gold pay dirt, and I'm actually excited because it's 3 pounds, a lot of pay dirt right there, and it's guaranteed 2 grams of gold, so I'm super psyched about that as well. So without further ado, let's get started.
It's pay dirt panning time. Hoorah! Let's go.
I'm excited because I like new pay dirts I've never done before. This is the second one. I've actually bought 4 brand new pay dirts this week, and I've already done one. This is the second one that I've got right here. I like the packaging, really like their label, pretty cool. Big black bag. I like the bag too. Need to open it, see what's inside, so let me get my bow if I can find my bow. I found my bow. All right, so I'm gonna pan down for you so you can see the bow yourself. Hopefully my GoPro does not go out of whack. We're gonna rip her open. Can you see down there? Can you see? I hope you can see. First thing I noticed when I opened the bag, very dry. And I love very dry pay dirt. So I'm gonna pour it. Better hold on to it with 2 hands. Look at that, it filled the bow up. Make sure I get it all out. Yeah, I have mixed reviews about these bags. A lot of pay dirt companies use these types of bags. I like them, but sometimes I don't. It's like I can feel the dirt in that little groove right there, and it's really hard to get that out. I don't want to break this bag. I don't want to rip it up because I like the bag too. Actually, I don't feel any dirt in there now, so I'm pretty sure I got it all. All right, so obviously first thing we're going to do is classify it. So I was going to do a little stir action here. There's almost like a piece of gravel. Yeah, very dark material. I see small pebbles, round rock, so it looks like some river dirt mix combination. We'll just go ahead and classify it. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to start the classifying. We'll go ahead and start with my 10 mesh. I'm going to use my green ones, which are these bad boys right here, and I'm going to start with the 10 and work my way down. So here's my 10 mesh because I don't really see any rocks that are not much bigger than 10 mesh. Stick that in there and we'll do a little bit at a time. And here comes the dust. Smoky, very smoky. Oh yeah, definitely 10 mesh. I don't think there's any material, probably some 1/8 inch material in here and below. So let me find me another bow so I can dump this plus 10. So the material's gray, very gray. It almost looks like concrete. Very dusty, and again, little rocks. I'll show you when I get done classifying all this plus 10 stuff to show you what the rocks look like, but they're all pretty small, very consistent. No big rocks in there. But yes, it was actually Saturday, which was the 15th, exactly a year ago today when I first panned for gold, like first ever buying pay dirt and panning it. I have panned pay dirt before, but I really don't count that because we went on a cruise to Alaska and we did an excursion where we got to go see sled dogs, and we got to go to an area that had gold mining there, and they gave us a pan, like a metal pan with dirt in it, and told us to pan it, and I didn't have a clue of what I was doing. So everybody got to pan it, and you got to keep whatever gold you got. And they didn't measure it by grams, they measured it by grains, and I think I got like 4 grains of gold. And I thought, oh man, I probably lost half the gold because I have no idea how to pan. So that was officially the first time I ever panned, but I don't count that because an excursion with about 30 people doing the same thing, they had this panning trough or whatever you call them, and that's really the first time I ever panned for gold, but I don't count it. Supposed to go on a cruise, wasn't able to go on a cruise last year. I had a week off of work, so instead of me doing anything like that, going on vacation or cruising, I got on Amazon and bought me a bag of pay dirt and a pan. The pan that I use to this day is the very first pan I ever bought. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you guys know that I use this pan all the time, and I have bought at least 7 or 8 other pans. I'll always go back to this one. I don't know why or what it is about this pan, but I love this pan. That was the very first pan I bought, and the very first bag of pay dirt I bought was that Golden Nugget $25 bag of pay dirt where I got like $3 worth of gold, but that hooked me. I've been doing it ever since. I haven't been doing this on YouTube for about, I don't know, 8 or 9 months. I'd have to see. I started it, I think, in like October, November of last year. So it hadn't even been a year since I've started this channel. I'm babbling, so I'll shut up. So now I'm on my plus 20, and it doesn't look like this is going to be too difficult. The website actually said that this was intermediate. I've been buying 1 gram bags forever, and I just wanted to do something a little different. So I tried to buy at least 2 gram bag of this. I bought a bigger one of Gold Bay as well, but that's another video. Let's focus on this, Heath. Come on now. Depending on what it looks like after the plus 20, I'll determine how many more classifications I'm going to do. But I'm so glad it's dry because it's so hard to do wet material, even if it's damp. I don't like wet classifying at all. It gets messy. But yeah, I'll see how much material I got left once I get down to minus 30. I might even skip minus 30 and just go to minus 40. I'm going to finish the plus 20, and I'll get back with you when I go to my next classification because I don't want my GoPro to overheat. So I'll be right back. So now we've got this much dirt left, and we're going to shoot over to the minus 30 or the 30 mesh, whatever. Thought about doing 40, but probably should have because this dust is getting on my nerves. But since I'm using these green classifiers, I'll just go ahead and use what I got. Need another bow heat. Another thing I need to do too, I need to get a little bit more, not organized, but a little bit more clean, you know? Not even clean. I have a dirty area, but like I'm not even talking about that. The reason why it's so dirty is because of stuff like this. This dust gets everywhere. But like, I need some more like nicer bows, like a set of bows that are all the same size and all the same bows, so I can present it a lot nicer, I guess. I watch other people do pay dirt reviews, and they've got all these pans and the setup's all nice in order and all pretty, and here I am using old Tupperware bows and different sizes, and they're not even all round. Some of them are square, some of them are round. So anyway, getting back to the pay dirt itself, not my setup, I don't see anything in here other than pebbles, small rocks, and dirt. I'm sure there's sand in there as well, but I don't see any quartz whatsoever. Really, I don't even see any organics. Some of the other pay dirts that I have done and reviewed look like pretty much the same type of material, except it wasn't as dusty. And I gotta wave my hand around just to keep it from going up my nose. Probably should be wearing a mask right now, but I don't think it's dangerous dust. I just think it's dirt. If I thought it was like quartz dust or something, I would definitely have a mask on, but I don't see any quartz in this material. All right, so there's my 30 mesh. Not near as much as the 20. I think I forgot to show you my 20 mesh. There's the 20 mesh. So let's go ahead and do 40. Might as well go down the line here. So here's my 40 stuff. Do a little bit at a time, just like I did the last one. I don't think I'm going to go any higher than, I don't know. I always say that, and I end up going all the way to my 60. I'm definitely going to have a lot of minus 60 if I go that route. I need another bow. Yeah, I definitely need to buy some new bows, that's for sure. As soon as I get done tonight, I'm going to go straight to Amazon, and I'm going to order me some brand new bows, like a set of 5 or 6 of them. Maybe I can find some bows that these can set in. That way I can just shake it into the bow. I am so tired. I've been editing all night another pay dirt review that I'd done, and it took me 5 days to do that pay dirt. Yeah, when it came to editing that stuff, it took me forever because I had so much footage. You'll know what I'm talking about if you follow my channel. You'll see a pay dirt review on there that's a lot longer than most of my other pay dirt reviews. When I made the decision to buy a bunch of pay dirt for kind of to commemorate my 1 year of doing this, the reason why I bought 4 of them, well, one of them I got for my birthday. It's what I asked for my birthday, and my wife was kind enough to get it for me. But the other 3, normally I would just buy like 1 pay dirt a week, maybe 1 pay dirt every couple weeks. But every time I went to a website to get some pay dirt, they were sold out of it. There was at least 3 different companies, no, there's 4 different companies that I'd looked up. I don't know what's going on in the gold pay dirt selling business as far as mining goes, as far as companies who actually mine their own gold and sell pay dirt online. But Miners Depot stopped doing it. Lynch has also stopped doing it, but they did not announce that they were going to stop doing it. They just stopped giving people their pay dirt. I don't know if they're having a hard time getting gold, if they're just not wanting to sell it in pay dirt. I don't know what the deal is, but it's almost like gold just all of a sudden disappeared. It could be that there is a lot of people buying gold in pay dirt right now, and they can't keep up with the demand. I don't know. I know I'm not buying that much pay dirt where I'm the cause of it, but God, I hope I'm not the reason. But if I am, don't tell my wife. But my point is, I was trying to find a bunch of, a couple of different pay dirts to do to commemorate 1 year of doing this. Everywhere I looked, they were sold out. So when I did find it, I just immediately bought it, because I was like, oh my God, if I don't buy it, if I decide to get it the next day or whatever, they might be sold out by then. So I just went ahead and grabbed it when I could. At least I won't have to buy pay dirt for the next month or two. So yeah, stay tuned for those other reviews as well. There's the 40 mesh right there. All right, I'm gonna finish doing this and probably go ahead and do 60. My GoPro's getting hot, so I'm gonna have to turn it off. But yeah, right now I'm at my 50 mesh. I'll finish the 50 mesh, go ahead and do 60 mesh, and then when I'm done with all of it, I'll show you what I got. All right guys, so after cleaning all of my dirt dust up, cleaning all the pans off, cleaning myself off, cleaning the table off because there was so much dust getting everywhere, finally got done with it. No, you didn't want to go through all that stuff, so now I'm going to show you all of the pay dirt now that it's broken down. This is the plus 10 or the 10 mesh. There's my 20 mesh, 30, 40, 50. I had to use a square one. My plus 60 or 60 mesh, minus 60. There's all my pay dirt. And now it's time to figure out if I want to go from smallest to biggest or biggest to smallest. Normally I'll do biggest to smallest. I'm not sure what's in this pay dirt. Didn't really specify what kind of gold is in there, but being that it's 2 grams, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of flakes, possibly a nice picker. I don't know yet. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the small stuff, the minus 60, to get that out of the way. So let's start with that. That is my minus 60. That is the super fine stuff. Like I never do remember to, I remembered this time. I'm going to see if there's any magnetic material in here. So without further ado, we will drop you down. Got my neodymium magnet right here. Powerful little bugger. So let's see if we got any magnetic material. Let's do it this way, because this is a big deep bow. I'm going to put it in this square bow. That way you guys can see it better. Now I'm going to run my magnet over it. Not much. Not much at all. I don't even hear any clicking. I mean, there's a little bit, but not much magnetic material at all. Let me run it through here real good. I mean, hardly any. What magnetic material there is, it's just not very much. And it's very weak magnetic material too. There it is. That's it. There's no gold in this, I can tell you that right now. There's just hardly any magnetic material in there. As a matter of fact, I'm probably just going to pan it back. See, it even comes off really easily. Let's just go ahead and tap it and pan it back. Oh yeah, nothing in there. So I'm going to take 1 spoonful, drop it in there, swish it around because I know it's going to get real muddy real quick. Alright, so let's go ahead and start panning it. And I don't think there's any gold in this, because usually when I swirl it around, I will see bits and flakes of gold swirling with it. And what I'll probably do with this minus 60 stuff, I won't video any of it besides this. I'll just pan it all out, and if there's any gold in it, I'll get back on the camera and show it to you. But yeah, no go. I'll keep panning this stuff. I'll go ahead and get this minus 60 stuff out of the way. Like I said, I'll show you if there's any gold in there. Probably won't be, but if there is, I'll film it and show you. All right, folks, I am back, and we didn't get a single thing out of that minus 60 stuff. So not surprised. We're done with the minus 60. Now we're going to move on to the minus 50 plus 60. Not a whole lot in here, so I'll probably do it in 2 pans. And yeah, we'll just do half and half because it's not a whole lot. I'm going to pan the water off. Do you see that right there? It's like real dark gray and black, and then right here it's like a patch of red. It's almost like it's real light. See how it just comes off? But it all clumped together. Never seen that before. All right, we're going to pan now. let's tap it back. Nothing, not a drop of gold in that. All right, let's pan this stuff. Same thing right there on the very top. I can see very light reddish, it's almost a reddish brown tint. It's almost, like I said, it's almost like sawdust shavings or something. Tap it back, and as predicted, nada. So far, nothing, but I've only panned out 2 things. I'll show you guys what we have left. We still got my 10 mesh, 20 mesh, 30 mesh, 40 mesh, 50 mesh. Which bow will have the magical gold? Find out tomorrow on another episode of The Groovy Gold Hunter. I'll be back tomorrow, but for you, I will be back in like a half a second. Oh, see, I told you it'd be real quick for you. Welcome to day 2, or in your case, 1 second later. Now, we are on 50 mesh. That's where we're at. I think I see my first little piece of gold. It's hard to tell, but it looked like a little shiny yellow in there that was in one of my ripples. Oh yeah, we got our first gold sighting right here. So let's pan it back. Oh, we got floaters. You know what that means. What is it time for, folks? Jet dry, jet dry, jet dry, jet dry. It's a bunch of jet dry in there, and it's done. Okay, let's see. Some odd looking gold. We got a roller. We got a couple rollers. This piece right here looks like a little stick. But yeah, there's the gold. If you can see it. Nice little pieces of gold. I'm interested to see that up close, so I'm going to pause, pull out the old good camera, and see what that looks like. Get a close up on this gold. There's some weird looking chunks. There's a piece, there's a couple pieces. Where's some weird pieces? There they are. See how rounded off it is? Alright, so I sucked that stuff up. Now let's do it again. But yeah, that gold was very rounded. Normally it's flat flakes. This time, little elongated rolls and some little balls of gold. Still on the 50 mesh. Should be enough. Do some tap dancing, bring it back. Oh, got a floater. So we got a few pieces in that next little round, but there it is right there. Got what, 5, 6 pieces, if you can see it. Pretty small. Let's move on to the last bit of that. All right, dump the rest in. So this is the part of the video where I lose my audio. And I was finishing up the rest of this 50 mesh and getting it down to the fines and panning it back to see what I got, and here it is right here. And I did get about 6 or 7 more pieces out of the 50 mesh. But yeah, I was having all kinds of audio issues during this video. Then I went to my 40 mesh, and I think I did 3 separate pans out of this. Kind of went through it pretty quick since I didn't have audio. I just wanted to fly through it so you guys could see what I got. But I said it before, this stuff was very, very easy to pan off. Hardly any magnetic material in there. Now here I am panning it back to see what I've got, and still getting good amounts every time I did a pan. Just like, look at all that. That's like 20, 25 pieces of gold. All of it pretty. Very easy to pan back. Did have a couple floaters every now and then. This was the second pan of the 40 mesh that I was doing, and again I sped it up, but it was so quick and easy to pan off, it didn't take no time whatsoever. And again, you will see me pan this back, and look at all that gold. Just just a bunch of gold, man. Every single pan I did from, I think, 50 mesh on, there was just gold in it. Again, some floaters, but just super simple to pan off. And if this wasn't a train wreck enough, my GoPro decided to blow out, so now this is where my 20 mesh kicks in. Audio was still out, my GoPro kicked back on. This is where I pick up 20 mesh. This is the first pan of my 20 mesh, and then you will actually hear and see the actual audio and video from the rest of it. So yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties, but at least the gold was still good. 3 more scoops. All right, so we got some more. What did we get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Again, nice chunky gold. That was actually a picker. Suck that up. So I'm gonna dump the rest of this in. Well, there's a couple nice pieces right there in that last bit. A little flatter, but still nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And that does it for the 20 mesh. And we've only got 1 more left. Boy, this stuff's going quick. But yeah, panning this stuff, 1 out of 10, 1 being easiest. I'd say it was a 2. Final bowl. Hope there's some gold in there. Looking at it right now, I would say that I have about 1.5 grams, maybe a little less than 1.5 grams. It's hard to tell. I was looking at it through this and I can't show it to you because it's in the snuffer bottle, but yeah. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna spoon it, and I haven't seen any shiny things in here, so we might, I'm sure there'll be 1 piece in here, a couple pieces, but there's not gonna be much in this 10 mesh. Stratify it real good, and there's what the material looks like. A lot of white. I guess that's quartz. Yeah, it's like gray rock and quartz mixed. But yeah, if I get like bigger chunks of quartz in my pay dirt, I will crush it just to see if I can get any extra gold out of it. Ooh, there's a piece of gold. I saw you, big boy. Yeah, look at that piece. There's only 1 piece, but boy, it's a nice one. Look at that. Oh, that is sweet. Look at that piece of gold right there. Yeah, we gotta do a close-up of that. That's definitely a picker. Almost a clunker. It's kind of in between a clinker and a clunker. Yeah, all right, let's take a look at that. So there's this big nugget that I got out of there. Well, big for me. It's a 10 mesh, but it's a pretty decent size. Pretty piece of gold right there. All right, let's keep on going. This would not fit into the snuffer bottle, so we've got to drop it in. Ready? Plop. Those are the best kind, the kind that will not fit in a snuffer bottle. Oh, I don't want this pay dirt to end. I love this pay dirt. We'll do 3 more spoonfuls. I have a feeling that that piece of gold that I got right there is probably going to be it, because that was a pretty big chunk. Yeah, I don't think I've got any gold in this one. Yep, no gold. Crap. That's alright. I kind of expected that. Alright, so I'm just going to dump the rest of this in. Oh, I see a piece of gold already. Jeez Louise. Do you see it? Bing! Woohoo! Got 1 more piece. We got at least 1 more piece. So let's stratify it. Get that last piece of gold. Hopefully you got some friends in there with you. Get all that dirty water out. Stratify it 1 more time. Start shaking it towards the front. Get all them heavy pieces of gold at the front. And a panning we will go. Oh, I see it. Piece of gold again trying to peek out. I'm coming to get you. I can hear it too. Let's pan back this 1 big chunk of nugget right there. Boy, that's even bigger than the last one. That is huge, man. That is such a sweet piece. Look at that. That is pretty. God, this gold looks really good too. It's very yellow, very shiny. I'll get a close-up of it, and then I'll have to definitely, it ain't gonna fit in that snuffer bottle, so I'm gonna have to open up my snuffer bottle again. So that's it. I'm gonna get a close-up of that, and then I will pour everything out and let you see it as a whole. And in my last pan of pay dirt, there is the last chunk right there, and that is a pretty piece of gold. Nice size too. I'll show it to you. There's my finger. Let me pick that bad boy up. Look at that. Pretty piece of gold. All right. So we are done with that pay dirt, and man, I gotta say, I really did enjoy that pay dirt. Look at the part in my hair. Good Lord, really did like it. I'm fixing to pour it out into a little boat so you can see it as a whole, so give me just a second and I'll do that. As a matter of fact, I'll let you see me do it. Might as well. There's my pan. I got these new little boats. I like those little boats. Hopefully they're sturdy. But there's the gold. I'm gonna pour it in there as best I can. for that much gold, probably needed a little bit bigger bowl. Trying to dump out all the water without dumping out any gold. But normally what I'll do is get all the water out, and then I'll take a paper towel and I'll just touch that water. Try to get just the water over to this side. That way I can get most of that water out. But yeah, we'll take it upstairs to the room, let it dry out, and then I'll pour it out, let you guys see it, weigh it, you know the drill. All right, we are back in the room. We got our gold dried out, so now it's time to take a look at it. It's some very pretty gold. I like this gold. Very yellow, very shiny. So now it's time to weigh. So we're at 0. Let's put the boat on there. So I'll let you guys take a look at what I'm doing. Trying to get a better light on here so you can see. All right, we'll tear that out to 0. There's the gold in my new little boat. And we're gonna carefully slide this in with one hand. So far we're at 1.3. 1.9. Wow, sweet. 2.147 grams. That's awesome. A guaranteed 2 grams, and I got 14 hundredths or 1.5 tenths, however you want to call that, 147 thousandths. But yeah, sweet. I love it. That's some great gold. I really did enjoy that pay dirt. But now it's time to go get a value, so let's get over to the computer and we'll value this stuff. So let's go. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is the actual pay dirt on the website. It says it's a jar, but that actually came in a bag, which is fine with me. It was about 3 pounds of pay dirt, but yeah, this is the intermediate level. It was $163. So yes, shipping was free, and there was no taxes either. So it came out the door $163. So that's really cool. So now we'll go to the calculator. We will enter the values. We got 2.147 grams of gold. We're going to call it 24 karat, and gold prices are at 1955.03. So let's calculate. So we got 134.95 is what we got out of that. So 134.95 paid 163. Calculate 82.79, so 82.8%, almost 83%. Not bad. I thought it would be a little better than that, but no, it's about 83%. But that's still awesome. There it is. All right, so that does it for this edition of the Groovy Gold Hunter Pay Dirt review of the Irwin's pay dirt. That was some good gold. Got more than guaranteed, a little bit more, so that was an awesome plus. And the gold is really nice. That's some pretty gold. I don't know how else to describe it. How do you describe gold other than pretty and shiny and golden? 3 pounds of pay dirt, 2 grams of gold. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for watching my channel. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, do not forget to hit that like button. And for all of you who has subscribed to my channel, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Stay groovy, peace and love, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.